It's time for Around the Ozarks Rewind. Here are your hosts, Woody and Janet.
Hey, Jan.
Yes, Woodrow.
Were you in the boat when the boat tipped over?
No, of course not, silly. I was in the water.
Oh, but of course, if the boat tipped over, that's where you'd...
I still teach people how to do the accent with that.
Welcome to our podcast. It's Woody and Janet, and we're so proud to be. And thank you for all these. I don't usually use the word lovely, but these are lovely letters that we're getting, and
they are lovely.
It's sweet. It makes me.
It's humbling.
It's worth coming in and sitting next to you just to get this mail.
Oh, that's the only thing. That's it.
No, I've missed you for. Gosh, how long did we do that show over there?
26 years.
No kidding.
I believe so. That's the number I tell people, and I'm pretty sure it's correct. Yes.
Okay, so we're going to start today's podcast off with a pop quiz. You ready?
Oh, for me or for everybody?
Everybody. Well, if you can answer it, then if Janet answers it correctly, then don't write in.
Ooh, the chances of that are slim, but go ahead.
How many muscles are in the human fingers?
And all of them put together or in one finger?
Either one, because we can always multiply.
One. Well, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6?
I'm sorry, time is up. Would you like to guess?
6.
6 per finger?
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
Oh!
Jay Stevens just walked by. Jay Stevens, would you like to take a guess how many muscles you got in your finger?
Does it vary with the person? Like, I think I may have more muscles in my finger than...
Japanese people have extra muscle in their fingers.
I'll say 10.
No.
Oh.
Actually, the answer is 0.
Huh?
Isn't that amazing?
Maybe that's your finger.
Has no muscles.
Your fingers just kind of hang there.
No, they're operated by the muscles in your hand and your wrist.
Oh.
Isn't that amazing?
That is actually a little bit fascinating.
Well, what are we going to talk about today? Oh, Janet, tell us something interesting about yourself. People I read on, is it the internet or Facebook, I guess? Mm-hmm. They say, we're learning interesting things about you two that we never knew. Did you see that one?
I did. So Jeannie. I think her name was Jeannie.
Something interesting about yourself.
Something interesting about myself that no one would know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh. Boy, you totally put me on the spot.
Yeah.
I
Nothing interesting about you?
I'm not really that...
Interesting?
I don't think so. That's where you're supposed to come in and say.
Janet,
but Jan,
everything about you.
Yeah,
everything about you is interesting. Excuse me. I had a little gas there.
I don't sleep well. I struggle with sleep, yeah.
Have you tried that stuff that Mike Huckabee takes? It's called Relaxium.
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Do you take it?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, if Mike Huckabee takes it.
Well, last
you know
week,
who else takes it?
You were into something new.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be taking all these new things that you see on...
Would you like to arm wrestle me?
Infomercials. Actually, I would. You want to?
Well, I don't think it'd be very entertaining audio-wise.
I could describe it as we're doing it. I have the upper hand, though. I have muscles in my fingers.
Yeah, most people don't.
I will take you down.
Well, you want to know something interesting about me?
Well, I didn't really, but since you asked me, I feel obligated. We got to fill up
this time here.
Okay, yes. Please.
I have never had a nightmare.
Ooh, you had me worried there. I didn't know where you were going.
I've never had a bath.
I was like,
no.
You've never had a nightmare?
No, I woke up this morning thinking, why are my dreams always
so you don't even know what that is.
I have a similar dreams. I'm either back in the military or going through a strange city, and I'm not sure where I'm at, trying to get back to my house or back to a hotel room, and usually end up walking and seeing the most amazing buildings. But I don't remember ever having a nightmare. I've never...
Ever?
Ever.
Not even a bad dream?
No, never had a bad dream.
Okay, I don't know what that implies.
What could that be?
That's weird.
Clean conscience?
Maybe.
Yeah, well, I
you're-
don't know about that. I think
Or it
I
could
was,
be the Huckabee stuff that you take before you go to bed. I don't know.
I think I was born actually with a guilty conscience. I remember when I was like 12 years old, I'd be walking down a road and you hear a car come. I'd jump in the woods and hide. And I thought, why am I doing this? I don't know. I just felt guilty. Like, what? They're going to think I'm up
They're
to something.
after me.
I probably got that from my mom. She was always suspecting me of being up to something. Well, what are you up? Nothing. Okay.
You look guilty.
You know,
how
and I
people
must look like a punk because a lot of times people would want to pick a fight with me.
That could be. Or it could be that you were mouthy.
No.
No?
I never intentionally offended anyone.
Oh,
But I guess I have. But
oh, you put that out there.
anyway,
Someone will be calling going out.
Next week's mailbag will be full.
all right. Well, if I ever offended you, I will read your letter on, I was going to say on the air, but on this, what are we on?
Podcast.
In the, yeah, but we're in the sky, in the
The
cloud?
podcast sky. We're in Jay's studio
Yeah, I know, but
in Springfield.
that's where we're originating the podcast from. But where is the podcast? Where is the podcast? Is it in a cloud?
I think so.
Nobody knows.
You're making me feel weird.
It's
now.
out there in computer land
Like a lost submarine.
somewhere.
Ugh.
So I finally made my first trip to Menards. You ever been there?
Menards.
Yeah.
With all the lights?
Yeah, they got a lot of lights in there.
Yes. Yes, I've been in there.
I needed a sprayer to spray weeds and brush with.
Ooh, be careful with those chemicals.
Really?
Did you-
Why?
Well, they're horrible for you.
They are?
Yes, and they get in the water
Well,
system.
I wasn't going to put them on my cereal.
Well, no, but you're breathing
I'm
it.
just spraying the garden with them.
I think there's natural stuff you can use.
Not-
I don't know.
You're going to let me spray the garden with pesticides?
I would rather you not.
No, it's not. They're not pesticides. What do you call them? Herbicides? Herb or herb?
Herb. Herbicide?
Spelled with an H.
Herbicides?
The
Herbicide.
H may be silent.
I don't know.
Okay, and now we're going to turn the rest of the show over to Janet Lane.
Why?
Because I remember once when I was so impressed with you, I was sitting in the
Once. Way back.
when you did a 2-character show
3.
on stage, and you played both characters.
It was 3 characters, I think.
Were there 3? I was amazed.
Star Spangled Girl?
The third character was pretty weak.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. You stood on one side and did your dialogue, and then like turned around and faced that person where you were, and you were a whole different person. And I thought, this girl is good.
Either that or she's crazy. Did you think that?
What? No.
Schizophrenic? No,
Why don't
that's
you tell us about it.
Humorous interpretation.
Humorous?
Yes, humorous
It
interpretation.
was supposed to be funny.
Yeah. Was it not? Ow. Ow. Oh, didn't see that coming.
Star Spangled Girl?
By Neil Simon. I think that's what I did that day at Hammond's Hall.
Yeah.
Yes, Star Spangled Girl. Or
Can you
what?
do it?
It could, or it would, maybe it was California Suite. It was Neil Simon.
Can you do a little bit of it for us?
Oh gosh, I don't remember any of the lines. Hardly. Kind of coming back to me. No, it's a cutting. So I did that in high school. I competed in humorous interpretation. It's where you take an 8-minute cutting from a play.
You were funny
and
in high
you do
school?
all the characters. Well,
When you were telling people you were an Indian?
I guess I don't know.
She's a funny Indian.
But that's what that was. But thank you for saying that.
Well, I'll never forget it. I was riveted.
Oh, well,
I think
thanks.
that's before we were working together.
We had just started, maybe. Or no, you know what? I think it was before we started the morning show. They were opening Hammond's Hall,
Yeah.
and they hadn't never had anything in that venue at the time. And we both got to speak on the stage, and then I did my
John
thing.
Q told him, you can build it. name it after me. Just make sure you don't spend more than $10 million. But they did.
How
That
much?
is such a wonderful, I don't know, but I know it went over budget. But
It is beautiful.
what a wonderful place.
Yeah.
That's when, is Bill Cosby still in jail? I remember you and Bill Cosby locking me out of his dressing room.
He's out.
I
He's
had to
out of
wonder.
jail.
Huh?
Me?
Yeah.
Locking you out? Oh, no.
She and
I
Bill
was
Cosby.
late. I was late because I got caught up behind a traffic accident, remember?
And I was
Remember?
trying to interview
Remember
him, and he
that?
was laying on a couch, not even listening to me. And then he saw you.
No, I
And
could knock on the door.
come in, and shoved me out the door. And it was you and him in there. for
No,
like
you were
20
laying on the
minutes, and I was
you were
wondering-
laying on the couch. I don't know if he drugged you or what was going on, but I knocked on the door and he said he told me you'd be late.
Wasn't that a weird show? He came out and he got tired while he was doing the show, and he laid down on the stage.
Yes.
And did his comedy laying down.
He ordered a bunch of kale from
Yeah, he was eating kale.
Mike
and he kept
Jalili.
burping.
Yeah. And he had sweats on. And I remember saying, well, we better go and get our lines together so that you can change and get ready. And he looked at me real weird. Remember that? And he goes, get ready, change. This is what I'm wearing. And he wore sweatpants and a T-shirt out to do the...
Yeah, he was kind of casual. Mm-hmm. Well,
He was super nice. And you know what I remember most
I
about
bet
him?
he was.
Well, you were in there on the couch way longer than I was. I wasn't alone with him.
I remember it differently.
Well, that's weird. No, I was not in there.
What'd you start to
alone.
say?
His hands were so smooth. They were just, it was weird. I remember shaking his hand and thinking,
What smooth hands. What girly hands.
oh, they were like silk. Like he'd never done any kind of
So he's
manual
out of
labor
jail now?
ever. I believe so.
Is he performing?
No, I don't think so.
Rob
Well, I don't know what he's doing.
Rob Schneider's performing.
Really?
I heard him say, I saw a clip of his show, and he said, if Joe Biden was a dog, you'd have him put down. I thought, man,
Whoa.
that's pretty harsh, isn't it?
Rob Schneider, is he the little...
He was on Saturday Night Live for a long time.
Is he the one that had that line, you can do it? Okay.
Well, anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Are we about finished here, Jay?
Boy, you sure do like to...
We would like
Leave.
to... You're supposed to poke me when it's time for me to say this.
Oh, can you feel that?
What? Oh, hey, everybody. Please share our podcast on social media. And go like, in quotation marks, the Around the Ozarks Facebook page. This is God's gift to radio, Woody P. Snow. Aren't you going to sign off?
Well, I did 180 part of that. Oh, sorry. I don't know where that came from.
What a country.
No, no.
Okay, well, say goodbye to the people.
All right.
This has been Around the Ozarks Rewind with Woody and Janet. If you have questions or topics for the show, email Woody and Janet at aroundtheozarks.com.